just laugh. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. One of my biggest struggles in my life is that I'm always tired. And I know that that's gonna be super disappointing for you all that have been watching me for years, because back in my 20s, Kevin Gates and I were on the same page.
I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired.
And I never got tired. But once you hit 30, it's just like you're always sleepy. Obviously, the reason most of us are tired is because we wake up too early, we're overworked, we're super stressed, and all of these things are just kind of a recipe for disaster when it comes to your energy levels, but food does play a big part as well. So in today's video, I'm gonna take you through a day of eating to maximize those energy levels. We're gonna start it out here with one of my favorite foods in the entire world, and that is oatmeal. This is just basic old-fashioned oats, no sugar added, the old boring stuff, but I'll show you how to make it taste good. I would show you the box, but my wife has this thing where she takes something out of a container and adds it to another container.
You just don't like boxes or nothing. You don't like the boxes they come in, huh?
I don't really understand the methodology there, but happy wife, happy life. Now let me show you how to make this taste delicious, because that is equally as important. We're just gonna add a little bit of water here. So I do like to leave it a little bit runny. As you can see, this is just 1 serving or 40 grams of oats. And this is the trick. So you really wanna microwave it enough where it fluffs up. So I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna start with a minute and just kind of stir and go from there. So this for me is the perfect consistency. It added some volume, but it's not super dry and nasty. What's great about oatmeal is it's a whole grain, so it's going to provide you some long-lasting energy. It's not gonna give you a spike in blood sugar that will make you crash here in like 20 minutes. Now the problem with oatmeal is that it doesn't taste very good, but we can fix that very easily. All we have to do is add 1 scoop of pea science protein. My favorite flavor to add to oatmeal is cake pop. This gives you a super sweet flavor, and it has 20 grams of protein without much trace carbs or fat, so it's almost all protein. And you guys can use Travis to save 15% on any pea science product, but this is a lifesaver when it comes to a lot of different things: oatmeal, coffees, smoothies, pretty much anything that you want to taste good. So you can see it needs a little bit of extra liquid, so we're gonna add some almond milk just like this. And we don't wanna add too much, we're gonna add a little bit and stir it until we get the consistency that we like. Now for me, this is about perfect. Oh my gosh, guys. It tastes like you're eating dessert, but there's not really any sugar in this at all, so you don't have to worry about that. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna top it with a banana. I know some people are scared of fruit. You shouldn't be. When it comes to energy, fruit is awesome. Even though there is sugar in it, it is fructose. Plus, fruit is just overall healthy for you. So all of those vitamins and nutrients that you're gonna be intaking are definitely worth any type of sugar that you might be getting. So all I'm gonna do is cut this up just like so. Moral of the story here, guys, is eat your fruit. That is going to be a reoccurring theme of the video. I cannot stress enough how important fruits and vegetables are, not only for you, but for your little puppy dogs as well. And lastly, I'm just gonna add a little bit of cinnamon for good measure. And how delicious does this bowl of oatmeal look? Packed with great nutrients. It's gonna give you a lot of energy to start the day. And for me, I do need a little bit more food for pre-training, so I'm also gonna have 2 whole eggs. So talk about a complete breakfast. We've got the 2 whole eggs, and we buy Vital Farms. You can even see in the color, it's just a higher quality. I have salt and pepper on them today. They're gonna be delicious. And then this bowl of oatmeal I always save for last. It's like a little dessert. Incredible. A very nice split of carbs, fats, and proteins, which is what I would recommend for most of your meals. This almost doesn't make sense. Something this healthy that provides you this much energy should not taste this good. I should also mention that a lot of this is going to be anecdotal, foods that I have found over the years that really help me and my energy levels. This is not gonna be a scientific type of video. I am no science guru. I'm more of just some random bro standing in his kitchen. So if that's not your type of video, I get it. But I've never been wrong before, so you might as well just take what I say for gospel. Now, going into my workout, I am feeling awesome from that meal, especially since I get a little bit more sleep on the weekends. That obviously helps in an area that you wanna pay a lot of attention to. That's a topic for another video, but I do love pre-workout and really all forms of caffeine. The reason that I love this stack right here, 2 scoops of high volume, 2 scoops of prolific, is because the high volume doesn't even have caffeine at all. Just gives you a few extra pumps, make you feel good about yourself. But the prolific I don't really know the right terminology, so I'm gonna use the bro word clean. It's like clean energy, where it gives you a good amount of energy in the gym, but you do not experience any kind of crash after you take it, which is why it's such a popular pre-workout. So I'm gonna do 2 and 2 with some creatine, and we're gonna get some lifts in. First and foremost, the best investment I've ever made is getting a heater in this garage gym. Absolute game changer. But anyone that's been following along, I've had some shoulder bursitis. It's been preventing me from doing any kind of pushing movements. So I went to the doctor, he gave me this steroid pack. I hated every day of taking it because it made me feel all jittery. I wasn't sleeping. It was a mess, but I'm pretty sure it worked. It's kind of crazy, actually. I wasn't expecting it to. So I'm not feeling nearly as much pain any longer. This is gonna be my first day back trying to bench press. Today is an entire upper body day, so let's hope for the best. What's up, Hottie?
What's up?
All right, so I'm gonna switch out the movement blue light blocking glasses for the sunglasses. Thankfully, we're finally seeing some sun out here, and we are headed to one of our favorite places of all time. It's called Cava. The good news is even if you don't have a Cava where you live, you do have a Cava, because there's a Cava-esque restaurant any city in the world, unless you live in like Wyoming. And if you live in Wyoming, then you're probably not watching these videos. What? Oh, camera wife wants me to tell you guys there's nothing wrong with Wyoming. What I mean is, what? There's nothing in Wyoming. I'm not dissing Wyoming. There's a buffalo. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Don't listen to him.
Anyway, you can go to Cava and get like a power bowl is what I would call it. Greens, grains, protein, hummus. It's delicious. It's better than Chipotle, and I love Chipotle. For my cyclists out there, I need to understand, explain this to me. Why do cyclists insist on riding on backcountry curvy roads to keep you at 5 miles an hour? I don't get it. Hey, buddy. Hey. Yes, we got you something. The one thing I forgot to warn you guys about Cava, hopefully it's different where you live. Here in Cary, North Carolina, they're kind of incompetent. So you try to order something and they don't get it right, and then they give you things that you don't want, and they don't give you things you do want. Every time I come here, it's kind of an issue. I don't get it. So I asked them to give me spinach and brown rice, and for some reason they took that as giving me basmati rice, which I like. I was just, for the purpose of the video, hoping to go for a little bit better option. I'm always looking to get enough vegetables, especially the micronutrients that are in the spinach. And in my opinion, when it comes to rice, basmati versus brown doesn't make that big of a difference. You just don't want a whole lot of carbs. You really want to be very moderate with your carbohydrate source. In my opinion, I don't recommend going low carb, but I also don't recommend going into like 100 grams per meal, because I think you'll get a little bit groggy later in the day. But we did get some chicken, some corn, feta, cucumber, and then what makes us give it so much flavor is the red pepper hummus and the tzatziki sauce. And you just mix all this together. There's so many flavors. It really does taste delicious. It's really crazy to think how much flavor are in these bowls, and that's why I do continue to go back, even though the customer service, not great. And what's so great about a meal like this is if you do live in Wyoming, you can make something just like it at home. A common theme you're gonna see throughout this video is just single ingredient types of foods, or maybe just a few different ingredients. We don't want a whole lot of processed foods for energy, that is. Now, when it comes to weight loss and weight gain, I truly don't think it matters that much. That's going to be more calories in versus calories out. But when you get old and gray like me, you're much more concerned with the way that you feel. So sticking to these types of foods is super beneficial. So I know during the holidays, we're all looking for more energy, right? It can be very draining. And one of the other things that we're all looking for are gift ideas. Well, thankfully, Movement has been nice enough to sponsor today's video. As I told you in the car, I always wear their sunglasses. These blue light blocking glasses are great. You all know about their watches. What's insane about this is they start at around $95, but they look so sleek, so stylish, so you don't have to break the bank, whether you're buying for yourself or for a loved one. one. The reason I love the blue light blocking glasses is because just like everyone else out there, I spend way too much time in front of the computer on my phone, so trying to block out some of that blue light, and they look a little bit stylish, you know? I'm getting old, I'm trying to make myself look a little younger and more hip. But you guys can actually save an additional 15% using going to movement.com/Travis. You will also get free shipping and free returns if anyone wanted to return it, but you're not gonna have to worry about that. They make the perfect gift, so definitely take advantage. Movement.com/Travis, you'll get 15% off and free shipping and free returns. I think I'm gonna rename the channel Eating Food and Going to Target.
It's accurate.
It's our Sundays in a nutshell. If you guys ever want to listen to really bad music and make yourself really sad, just jump in the car with Megan. You'll always get this, always. So Megan started a tradition last year that I think is awesome, and every December we lay out all of these snacks for the delivery drivers because it's so hectic for them, and they are the real MVPs. If you have any FedEx, UPS, Amazon, whatever, watching the video, you guys are awesome, and we appreciate you. Alfie's jealous we bought snacks for somebody else, but come on buddy, get in the holiday spirit. So if you're needing a little snack, something that I recommend is Greek yogurt mixed with blueberries. I love blueberries because they're super low in calories, but they add so much nourishment to you, and they have a lot of antioxidants in there as well. If you wanna get really crazy, you can top it with some granola. Now, all granola is not made equal. This is actually made with whole grains. It has less ingredients than most granola. It's not just packed with sugar. But if you add that on there for a nice little crunch, you have yourself a nice little parfait, which is perfect for in between meals. Does anyone else take naps at 5 o'clock at night? Megan is like, I'm gonna take a little nap. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 5 o'clock. What in the world? But one of the main goals that we're trying to accomplish here is stabilize our blood sugar. So really eating foods that aren't gonna give you a bunch of spikes. And it's tempting, right? Because a bowl of ice cream sounds great, but it's probably gonna leave you feeling a little lethargic later on. And I can say today, I have felt awesome. I'm not always great about taking my own advice. So if I just followed this day of eating every day, I'd probably have a lot more energy. Check out this dinner. Megan made me this beautifully cooked steak, looks delicious. Shaved Brussels sprouts with a little balsamic glaze. You guys know I love Brussels sprouts. And then potatoes happen to be one of my favorite carbohydrate sources because I find that regardless of what kind, yellow potato, red potato, Yukon, sweet potato, russet potato, they all give me personally so much energy. So I highly recommend incorporating them into your diet. They're very satiating. You don't need to eat a lot of them, but they taste great, and they really do help with long-lasting energy. And that is going to be the end of the food for the night. I think you'll find if you can stick to this for a few days, not only will you have more energy, but you'll have a lot less cravings as well. So let me know in the comments down below, do you have any food suggestions to provide some additional energy throughout the day? Anything you saw in my video you think I could do a little bit better, or what suggestions do you have? Please let us all know in the comments down below. And I really hope this helps you guys. Let me know if you try it out. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. I mean, you could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.